Hey my beautiful people, my Vee Pride, I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous looking dinner rolls. So you're going to need the following ingredients: white bread flour, sugar, salt, melted butter, an egg, yeast, and milk. So I'm going to start with the liquid mixture. I'm going to pour 1 glass of milk in a bowl. You can use as much milk as you want depending on how many rolls you wanna bake. Also keep in mind that the milk is optional. You can use water instead and they'll taste as good. Now I'm going to add 1 egg, and again this is optional. You don't have to add an egg if you don't have one. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. This takeaway spoon was too big, so I only used half of the salt that was in it. Now I'm going to add my yeast. As you can see, the yeast pack was already open, so I only used half of it. The pack is 10 gram if I'm not mistaken, so I only used 5 gram of the yeast. Now I'm going to add my butter. This is optional. Again, you can just add a little bit of oil. So I had a problem. My butter was too thick, so I had to melt it in order for the mixture to blend together. As you can see, there are a lot of lumps. So I'm just going to microwave this mixture for a minute. Now the butter has melted. As you can see, it's blending together with everything else. That's it for the liquid mixture. Now I'm going to start with the solid. I'm going to add flour. Remember, bread flour, not cake flour. Add bread flour in a bigger bowl. Again, you can add any amount of flour depending on how many rolls you wanna make. Oh shoot, I forgot to add sugar. Guys, quick disclaimer, your girl is not a professional chef. But then now I'm going to just add 3 spoons of sugar in my liquid mixture. Yo guys, disaster. I feel like my flour is too much, so I'm just going to add some warm water into my liquid mixture just to balance the proportion between the two. So moving on to the mixing part, I'm going to use the back of the wooden spoon to mix the two, because believe you me, it's going to be sticky and messy. And guys, if you feel like things are not balancing, add flour if needs be and add water if needs be. Don't be scared. The purpose here is to have a kneadable dough like this one. So don't mix it too much, because it's just gonna get stickier and stickier. The purpose here is just to mix all the ingredients together so that they can be even. I think it's time to wash my hands. So guys, the next step is to cover the dough with a wet cloth, and I purposely rinsed the cloth with warm water just to speed up the rising process. Now it's time to put the dough in the oven. Listen carefully, we are not going to bake the dough, we are just going to let it rise. And warning, please make sure that your oven is off, please. The reason we are putting it here is because it's warm and it will rise quicker. After 20 minutes, you can remove the dough from the oven. It's now ready to be cut into smaller pieces. So, look at that. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. This is my favorite part of the baking. It's time to shape the rolls. So let's use some flour to prevent the rolls from sticking onto our hands while we are shaping the dough. So let's see if this is going to work out. This is not okay. Let's try something else. So plan B, we are going to use oil. Yeah, this works way better. Trust me, you won't have any sticky dough on your hands. Let's use it to pat the dough. As you can see, it's working amazingly. I'm just going to speed up through this process. Guys, make sure that you leave enough space between the dough. You see this space? It's not enough. Wait until you see when it dries. Now it's time to put the dough in the oven, and again, do not switch on the oven. It's just for it to rise. In order to speed up the rising process even more, you can put a cup of hot water in the oven. Now 45 minutes has passed and look at those rolls, honey. They've risen to perfection. Now don't forget to take the cup out, please. The time you've all been waiting for has arrived. It's time to switch on the oven. Make sure that it's on 170 to 180 degrees. Drum rolls, please. Ding, 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 ding. It's time to open the oven. Look at that. Look at that. Now this has been baking for exactly 30 minutes. I can't say you should wait for 30 minutes because ovens are not the same, honey. So just check if it's golden brown like this, and if it is, it's ready, honey. It's ready. So guys, apparently your girl here forgot to grease the pan before putting in the dough. So yeah, everything is kind of stuck, but anyway, we'll make it work. Guys, look at that softness. Oh my god, when did I learn how to bake? Guys, please try it out. It tastes as good as it looks. I love you guys. Mwah. See you next time.